Blessings. Welcome to the second episode of Reflection Internal. I am Sharuk, and today's topic will be on simplicity. Simplicity is faith, simplicity is gratitude, simplicity is beauty. And the reason being is because less is more and it attracts more. And one of the proofs for that is just look at traditional societies. They live a very simple life, yet a beautiful life. And what's the secret behind that? Is because they are content. They are content about what the Creator has given them. And what the Creator has given them, they utilize that and they make things beautiful. And I have realized this, and I've seen this personally in my life, that people who have a lot of stuff, they just collect stuff and stuff and stuff, they seem a bit more angrier, don't you think? And I've seen people who don't have that much stuff and they just live that simple life, they seem a bit more happier. They seem filled with joy. And that's because nothing is weighing them down. And I've seen people who live that simple life, they have a lot of light. They have a lot of blessings. They have a lot of joy. And what surprises me is that we are surrounded by so many things and stuff and material possessions. Yet, we are unhappy, we are angrier, we are more frustrated, we are more depressed. And that shows you that stuff does not really fulfill you. So the secret is to always be in a state of gratitude and contentment, even in the most mundane matters, because in the most mundane matters you'll find beauty. And as you get older, you start to really enjoy these simple things. You start to enjoy simple things. You start to find beauty in mundane matters. Right? When you're young, you're like, oh, who wants to do these boring things? But then as you get older, you start to realize, yo, you know what? Washing dishes is really a good form of meditation. Actually, I look forward to it. And we live in a hyper age of technology, and where everybody is just constantly overstimulated. They're not giving themselves time to sit and think. And I tell this to people all the time, you have to be bored. You have to give yourself time to be bored, because once you're bored, your creative juices start flowing, right? And you can't always be overly stimulated all the time. That's not good for you. You have to give yourself time to enjoy mundane things. This is where you find beauty. And this is where all the secrets are. Actually, a teacher told me that once. He goes, you'll find all the secrets in the most mundane matters. And he's right. You do. You really do appreciate the simple things in life as you get older. And back to traditional societies, it's because they're more connected with nature. See, we prefer artificial over natural, and this is getting us into a lot of trouble. And also, we enjoy more online convos over offline convos. So, we just, these days it's very hard for us to meet up face to face and just talk about life in general at a coffee shop or whatever, wherever. For some people, that's really heavy. They can't do that. Like I told some of my friends, let's just get together and have a listening party, just with some hip hop, jazz, and just, especially jazz, just sit down and listen. And I'm all for that. I'm all up for that. But for some people, that's really difficult. They just can't sit still and listen. So I hope people come together and they start these awesome listening parties. I personally seen relationships that are based on simplicity, they last longer, they never go sour, they are sweet and fruitful. And there's a tradition that our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said that the most blessed weddings is the one with the least expenses. Meaning, the more simple your wedding is, the more light it has. And I've seen that. I've seen the blessings in simple weddings versus over exaggerated weddings that they spend so much money on, and a lot of it is just wastefulness, and especially food and money, and it's not a good look, you know. And I've seen simple weddings last longer, and I've seen expensive weddings that's over exaggerated. Usually they don't last long, and there's a lot of problems. And may God protect us, and I'm not against expensive weddings. If Allah gives you money to spend, enough money to spend, then go for it. So we enjoy the blessings of God. It's not like we're anti-world. So before I conclude, if you have things in your house that you don't need, just give it out. Just give it to the people that need, and declutter. There's a movement called the minimalist movement, and they teach these things about decluttering, giving things out, stuff that you don't need, not collecting too much stuff. And someone was arguing and saying, but you can be a minimalist all you want, but you're still within the system. I mean, yeah, you're still within the system, but at least you're trying to say, hey, I'm good. I don't need this. I don't want this anymore. This thing might be better at someone else's house. So we just got to learn how to give out. And the more you give out, the more you serve others, the more happier you will be. I'm out. And next week, I'll upload another episode of Reflection Internal. Peace and blessings.